Tuesday, everyone. It is like really hot day in May, and I'm looking forward since I'm watching since early days, and I'm a holder myself. So um, let me just welcome the Tayarra HUB, the Squid Suit team. It is a pleasure to bring you guys over here. I will handle the word two, and I would ask for a little introduction on your team role and maybe a bit of the, let's say, introduction on the whole Squid.
So hello everyone and welcome who joined Tayarra HUB, to listen for our Squid Game 2.0 EMA. We are really happy and honored to be here and to have this opportunity to join this lovely hub. Seems like we already got 100 listeners. I hope we're gonna get more, during the EMA. So quick introduction. So it's me, the real dev, and Fizz. Probably see him here in VC as well. We're the owners and co-founders of the Squid Game 2.0. So we're the ones, who are doing all the magic to work. Of course, we've got like a pretty big team now working together with us, and on the way, it's getting bigger and bigger. We're getting more developers joining, more graphical designers, more moderators. So the team is expanding. But regarding the owners, we're known in the space. We know each other like for a really long time, and we started to work together and doing stuff, I would say, over the 20 years ago. So we've been investing together in stocks, crypto. Later we found this beautiful space called BSC. All the best gems, I think, was born in here. So we started, researching and putting everything together to see what we could do. And we saw that we're capable of doing something big, and we did many researches. We put our skills together. So we created our first project quite a while ago, and we weren't like known in the space back then, but because we had a pretty good success with it, without any like big advertisement and stuff like that. And yeah, from then we kind of stopped for a while to see what we could do more. So what strategies we could implement, what works better, what's not working. And also the whole crypto space and environment is changing so fast, so you always have to adapt, not just like creator but as a investor as well. So we found that the Squid Game was really successful project like 1 year ago, and whenever we saw the news about season 2 like coming out officially and being confirmed, actually our marketing team, which we just announced lifetime partnership with them, they offered us this name, Squid Game 2.0. So we sat together, for over the night, and we put the plan together. We put the strategy, and what we can do, for a long run. So we decided to launch it, and we didn't actually expect that it will go, viral so quick, but we managed to literally take over the whole Telegram space. I think like in less than 2 days, there was like a huge amount of people changing their profile pictures with chips like on day one. So probably the most important was, the brothers marketing team. So we partnered with them since day one. Then we made a partnership with Venom and a few other cold channels. So probably you guys seen it. Many cold channel owners changed their profile pictures to relate it to Squid Game 3.0. some of them did it, just because of the partnership. Others done it just to show the support. Not everyone, were able to like post us or make a call, because it, like I said, it went everything went so fast. So some were like felt that they're already late for the run. So just to show the support and be like close to this incredible movement, they changed their profile pictures, and they still made posts. They engage with their community, that they should do the same thing. So I think you could ask some questions,
Yeah,
or
I
I
mean,
just carry on. But I
sure,
think it will be
like,
more like interesting if you would ask me something, and I can,
yeah, for sure.
fill in
Like, let's
uh, my
let's
answers
kind
with more details.
of get on touch. Like, is this your first crypto experience at all, or
You
had you
still
some
here, guys?
experience before? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, good. So I was asking, like, if this was your first crypto experience at all, or had you some like past projects or experience in the field?
I think his connection is.
Yeah, all good, all good.
He's gonna be back in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Otherwise, I can answer to that question. So since me and him we always work together. No, that's not our first project. We had quite a few successful projects. Not as successful as this one, but still we have been able to reach 550K market cap, another 300, another 200. So we were able to stand out, in the, let's say, in the TG space. We were not that able to stand out in like a worldwide standpoint of view. You know, that's our first project that we have listed on CMC. This is gonna be the first one to be on CG. To have billboards around the world. So we are doing things that, yes, it's a first time for us, for me and Chimp, but it's not the first time for our marketing team, the broader marketing team. So we have experience enough to push it, and also we are fully supported by the marketing team, which has much more experience than us, and are helping us and guiding us, and of course giving us ideas and suggestion opinions of how to behave for each step of marketing, which is a vital role on a project when you are just born.
Great. I mean, meanwhile, we are waiting for the real dev. Let's talk a bit about launch of the token. So, how did you guys launch? Was it then like private? Was it like an IDO? Did you hit like private pre-sale, or was it a fair launch? Let's talk a bit on how the token launched.
Right. So I'm back now. Sorry that I had like I don't know. My Wi-Fi switched and it got laggy, I think. So regarding the launch, we stealth launched it. And we straight away, I think, we used Predator to call us and a few other small call channels. And literally in the next like 30 minutes, people, saw the Squid Game, and they noticed that the Squid Game 2, season 2 is coming. So straight away, everyone like started spreading the word. So it wasn't like that, we approached some of the influencers. Some of the influencers started to like straight away, DMing us and asking if we need any help, or like Venom, he straight away he offered, full partnership as well to us. So we were really surprised that the launch was so successful. And in the next, I would say, maybe 6 hours, we already went to like 200K market cap, and we partnered straight away, with the brothers marketing, and put the further plan together. And we booked so many things in advance, on the first night after the launch. So the first 3 days was really like well planned out, and we booked already straight away, all some of the listings. We checked where we should do the billboards and stuff like that.
Yeah, great.
And we also yeah, go for it.
Yeah, guys, let's not really dig deep into how the token is utilized in the whole ecosystem. So what kind of utilities we can find behind? If I was new to Squid 2, what should I be looking for?
Okay, so at the minute, the token, the project, we don't have any utility at this moment, but like it was mentioned on previous EMAs, our main focus for now is to do as many partnerships as possible, because for a small project like ours, we think that that's the main focus we should doing, because with having as much support as we can, it's much easier to support the lever at like low stages, because whenever small project starts to creating utilities, they're not really focusing then so much on the marketing. So then like the dark days can come. So we are trying to focus on both things. So we've got some utilities already planned out, and we already did a partnership with a let me just pull the name. So we just did a partnership with a company which will launch their first ATMs very soon. I think the first ones will roll out in London. So with that ATM machine, you'll be able to either buy our token or sell it with cash, and all is needed is your crypto wallet. So it works similar like there is like a Bitcoin ATMs, but as we checked on Bitcoin ATMs, you have to like do the KYC, and these gonna be completely decentralized. So the only thing gonna need will be your crypto wallet. The another utility which will be coming out soon will be NFT collection, which will be like add certain additional like options for token, like smaller taxes and stuff like that. Also in the future, we're already putting the whole plans and designs for the play to earn game. So the games will be pretty simple, and probably we're gonna do like a multiple games, and they're gonna be similar to like Squid Game. The reason why we're not really focusing on play to earn game like ASAP, because we've seen that in the past couple months there was so many projects either launched as a meme tokens and then created a play to earn game, or launched with as their main focus was play to earn game, and those projects they died ASAP because the game after the game was released, because the games weren't that good. And in our opinion, the simple games which can be made really fast with engines like Unity, I'm not saying they're bad, but the way they're done in a super short period of time, they're not that good, and they don't really attract new investors or new people to join the project. So we're gonna focus on building something better, like a much better game that you probably can see probably at least 3 times a week on a BSC chain. And then our main focus will is now and will stay for a long run, to make a partnership with Netflix or Squid Game itself, because I don't know how familiar you are with like Squid Game, but basically they've got like a big partnership with Netflix, and that's why Netflix, actually released it. So companies like Walmart actually also has a partnership with Squid Game in order to make and sell the merchandise related to Squid Game. So because we're basically, I would say we're the only token related to Squid Game, and we made sure that everything is safe from every point, because when we launched we had a different contract, and after we done the audit, there was like some super high risk alerts which occurred in an audit. So straight away, we sat with the team over the night. We came up with different ideas, and we decided to do a migration. So on Sundays late evening, well, at least it was, in Europe's time, it was Sundays late evening. We done a migration, and we, created a new contract which was helped to be written with a well-known developer. He was working with projects like King Floki and other big projects. So he helped us out, on a contract.
Right.
We run, many test nets to make sure that everything is, working fine, everything is smoothly. And then we booked another audit, which came out a 99 score from 100. And then we started doing a migration. So we were super, surprised during the process. It actually, we had a big like spike in the price. I mean, we did a migration, and normally when I saw projects doing migrations, after the migration is done, many people, just sells their tokens. Not sure what's the reason, but that's what used to happen. So in our case, actually we attracted more investors, and our holders just increased just in a few hours. So that really, pushes forward to see that, people are actually happy with what we're doing, and, what we're planning to achieve here.
Right. I mean, I must add a bit of something towards this whole process, and maybe also about the partnership with the Valorex, which is kind of a company that is around since I think last year. So this is very important to have some backers for the project, and also you guys done the migration with like a glance. It was really flawless. I was watching that yesterday. So congrats and good job on that. Guys, let's now focus on the DeFi part, the reverse staking. Can we maybe speak on like if the staking is on the horizon, or like when we can expect to have the staking available?
So regarding staking, we're not really focusing on staking, because it's similar like play to earn games. There were so many projects which done terrible job, and people are kind of scared of those kind of projects. Same with the staking. There was back in I think it started back in March. There was so many projects either launching or doing pre-sales, which were offering like insanely like stupid percentage of APYs, like million or billion% of APYs, which is, if you know the numbers, like you cannot achieve them. Like project cannot last long if you offer, let's say, even 100K APY, because that's just impossible. So this is why we're not really focusing. What we're gonna do in the future with because we're doing the buybacks if the chart is bleeding, we're gonna use some of the most of the tokens actually gonna be used for exchanges, because as you know, in order to be listed in exchange, you have to provide liquidity and then value for that liquidity. So with probably small amounts of those tokens, we might do some staking, but I can just say that it won't be like crazy APYs, because if you put like insane amounts of APY percentage, that just literally is the dead end, for the project. There's no project which had like high amount of APY and lasted longer than 2 weeks, because it's just not possible to sustain unless you do super high tax.
Right. Are there any taxes on buying and selling? And maybe let's describe why.
Yeah, so there is 10% tax both ways, because we think that, especially while we're still at pretty low market cap, which is, we're going around from between 1 or 2 million, we still think it's super low market cap. And that actually, prevents for people using bots and front running every buy, because I've seen many big projects, let's say, including, probably you all heard about Catscoin. So they had, I think, 2% both ways. I don't remember, 2 or 4% both ways. And at similar market cap, when people was buying, like for 10 or 20 BNB in a chart, which, happens often daily on our chart, bots were just front running those bigger buys and literally, buying before them and selling after and making profits out of them. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is, while we're still low with the taxes, we're generating funds for the marketing. So if you're following our project, we're fully transparent and everyone can track our marketing wallet. So far, I think we spent like maybe 350 BNB on marketing, and every single, penny went straight to the marketing. So we paid for many, influencers, for YouTube campaign, for listings, for billboards, also for many trending sites. So the marketing is, being spent wisely so far. We also try to do like a buyback, which didn't work out as we planned. Yesterday, we were planning to do in total 300 BNB buyback on a chart. But the thing with what happened, because it was announced, way ahead, people knew about it. So that was probably our mistake. And we started to do buybacks in smaller amounts, like 5, 10, BNB. And later we increased. So I was actually really sad that we had actually biggest buy competition running as well. So the biggest buyer for that period were able to win 100 BNB. So there was like one buyer who did 100 BNB buy, and because people were prepared, that at the similar time we're gonna do buybacks, that 100 BNB buy literally was eaten, I don't know, in seconds, because probably people set at the bots, for a certain amount of profits and sold on him. So later, because we had like insanely huge and strong community, I believe in a main group we've got like over 6,000 people. After doing 140 BNB of buybacks, we did a community poll, what we should do with the remaining funds. Continue the buyback or use it for marketing. So we had like, I believe 170 people in the voice chat. So, I was in the voice chat as well. So everyone's voted. Not everyone. There was like, I think 27 versus 73% of votes. So most of the people, majority, voted for marketing. So we've got many people who are holding like large amounts of tokens, which are worth from 50 and more BNB, and they're holding still through whatever happens. And they said the same, don't do any buybacks. And most of the people who are holding super low amounts, which is worth less than 1 BNB. Of course, they wanted the buybacks, but most of the people voted for used it for marketing. And if we're gonna do buybacks, do it in small amounts, because yesterday we did we started to go big, like 20, 30, 50 BNB. So not every team is working 100% successful all the time. So that was probably one of our mistakes which we made since we launched the project.
Right. Maybe now let's turn to the product, and as we are kind of really touch the NFTs, guys. When Circa, you are about to launch them, and what will be the whole utility in the ecosystem of the Squid?
So probably the timing for NFTs would be between 1 and 2 weeks. The whole utility haven't been fully announced yet, because we're still deciding with the team if we should do just a single collection, or there is another idea to launch 2 collections. So just a simple NFT collection of 456 unique NFTs, because in the Squid Game, if you watched it, there was 456 players. And then together with that, launch a exclusive collection of VIPs. Whoever watched the show 100% knows them. So with VIPs, including the front man, and that collection would be with a not like a simple 2D, but would be 3D, and it would be like a 3D card. So it would be super limited, small collection only, exclusive, and that would be more valuable.
Great. So is there gonna be a staking available for the NFTs, or?
It's not planned at the minute. It might be, but we didn't have discussions about it. Some of the plans, we got it in plans, but they're not announced because they're still in early stages, and we're still in discussions.
Good. So if I were about to buy one of your NFTs, which marketplace do you guys have chosen, and what will be the price?
So the NFTs would be minted. So in order to get one, you will have to go to our website, and mint it. Probably the minting would be cheap, like from 0.2 to 0.3% BNB. The price gonna stay, the same for the whole collection. And straight away, whenever the minting is finished, the collection gonna be verified on Tofu NFT marketplace, if you're familiar with that. And you're gonna be able to sell your NFTs there, and then you can sell it for whatever price you want. If you want to list them for 1 BNB, you can list it for 1. If you want to list it for 10, you can list it for 10. And the more people are gonna list it, for higher price, the floor price is gonna be more expensive. And regarding the 456 collection, not every NFT gonna be have the same value. So we are discussing between different rarities.
Yeah, so maybe introduce that rarity system. From what I heard, you will purchase the NFT, and you will never know which one you will pick, right?
Yeah, correct. Unless you want to wait until they're all minted and you can buy it straight away from marketplace. But that's how NFTs are always working. The collection should be minted first and then sold, because that's how it always works, actually.
Great. So once again, maybe let's repeat what the price is gonna be, and when is the event on the horizon to really push the audience to this date.
Between 1 and 2 weeks, and the price is gonna be between 0.2 and 0.3 BNB. So the price, when we're gonna announce the price, it's gonna be or 0.2 or 0.3 BNB. Every single NFT gonna cost the same for the mint while the minting will be live, and after that the price gonna be, the community will, if you're gonna mint 10 NFTs, it's up to you for how much you're gonna sell them.
Right, and like you will be able to purchase like only solos, or there will be like packs of those NFTs.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. Like if there's gonna be something like packs, or you will be able only to mint solo.
What do you mean by mint only solo?
Like if you click, you will mint one NFT, or for example, there are packs of 5, 10, 15,
Oh no, we're gonna do a single, but you can mint multiples, but one at a time.
Great. If you are talking about events, are there any other events we should look for on the horizon?
So basically, for now, we still got many EMAs planned for the next couple of days. We are listed on CoinMarketCap. The only problem is that because we've been listed with the first contract, we are still waiting. We contacted the insider, and we're waiting for them to change our contract. So that will change our, it will sort out the CMC listing, and it will take off the red flag, which you can see whenever you go to CMC. Also, straight after that, we're going for CoinGecko. So basically, to be honest, the CoinGecko was already like agreed and approved, but we had to cancel it because that was done with the old contract. After that, we've got another partnership incoming. It haven't been confirmed yet, but we still are having a meeting. I believe gonna be tomorrow's early morning, and if after the meeting the deal will be confirmed, we're gonna announce it, and maybe we have to have another meeting. So however, heads up to whoever is listening in VC, the partnership gonna be with a lead wallet. So we will add an extra partner and an extra utility. So by partnering with them, we will able to create a Squid Game 2.0 wallet. So that would give us another heads up and more chances to partner with Squid Game or with Netflix sooner.
Good. So if we are touching the partnerships, guys, let's talk about the whole backers and partnerships that are already established and the ones that are in the pipeline.
So whoever's now screen sharing, you can go to bottom of our website and you can see our current partners and some of our upcoming partners. Yeah, a bit more
right,
down.
we can see.
Yeah. And some of the upcoming listings are still not there.
Yeah, so maybe could you introduce each of those partners and what they do for the Squid 2 and how they help try the price or the whole base for the team?
Can you repeat the question? I was just reading what my team members is saying regarding some other things.
Yeah, sure. If you could introduce the partners and what they do for the Squid 2 project and the whole team as a base.
Okay, so because we partner with some insiders from the listing sites, like let's say CoinMarketCap. Yeah, so you see the chart is looking like it was drugged, but only because we've done a migration and the contract needs to be changed. So that's like a red flag a bit for now for us. So because we partner with them, the CMC gives us some perks, like we're on most visited. So now we're not, but we have to change the contract, and then we're gonna be back on most visited sites. Same gonna be with crypto.com. Other partners are helping and supporting the project. So like Spywolf is doing an audit for us, an audits KYC, and they're sorting out our upcoming audits as well. So the most probably the most known audit, which you guys know, is Certic. So we're planning to do Certic's audit, and that's gonna be really soon. Probably we might even finish everything this week, and you're gonna see the Certic down there with partners as well. Then other partnerships like Velarax, that's the ATM company, which are developed already their ATM for crypto,
Right.
and they're partnering with only couple. So far, they've got I think couple of the biggest crypto projects, and we're gonna be only one of the few which gonna be on that ATM. So I think that's really bullish sign. Another few are Venom. So he's in a project since probably day one, and he's helping us with his community. He's coming in a voice chat. Also, he's whenever we have like a big announcement, he's announcing that as well with his community. Then his Brothers Marketing. They're since day one have their full support, and recently, earlier today, we announced a lifetime partnership with them. So they're gonna stay with us, through the whole Squid Games era. So we've got many connections, but these guys are just, the real goats when it comes to the marketing. They've got all the, best connections with all the listing sites, with top 20 exchanges, with all the people who are writing the press releases, billboards, and they can get it fast. Like these guys are working like day and night, to help us to put this project to the next level.
Yeah, right. And like this is why I'm always asking for the backers and partners. This is because it is very important for the projects to be really like back to have some sort of record. So this is amazing to hear, guys, and I'm in love with that. Maybe let's move to the community. And we know that there's a saying that before the strong community, you simply won't make it. So how do you guys work with community? How do you secure the top-down processes? Like, what is your approach?
You mean with our community?
Yeah, exactly.
So because we got such a massive community now, like I said, there is like over 6,000 members in a group. I'm not saying that they're always. I'm not saying that all of them are always in a group, but on average we've got I would say like 1,000 group members online. So whenever it comes to making a new post, whenever we make like a new post, they're really engaged. So the community knows that we are working hard. So usually at 10 p.m. UTC or 11 p.m. UTC, whenever we've got some time, I'm jumping on a voice chat, with the community. We're gathering from 100 to 200 people in VC in our group, which I think is insane numbers. to get these numbers just on a group's voice chat. Also, we've got like some nice I would I wouldn't call them moderators, but that's what they do. They help us to moderate the group. We've got actually another 8 communities, like Turkish, Korean, Chinese, and they're expanding pretty fast. So we're really happy about it. And regarding the group, we've got like a team chat, so everyone from the team always knows what's going on. We're always on a VC on a voice chat with the team, so everyone is updated, everyone knows what they're doing. So we've got really really good social media marketers, and also people from the team who are managing the social media account. So we're trying to make sure that every single aspect of the project is on point. That, let's say, me and Fizz, we have to have EMAs now and represent our project. So at the same time, other people are working on Twitter, other working on Telegram. Marketers are still pulling the deals and doing stuff like that. So the whole team is constantly working. It's not like whenever someone is doing Twitter, other things stop. It's like ongoing things from every corner.
Great to hear that. Guys, let's now touch the security. So at first, let me ask if the token of yours is audited and where.
Well, yes, I mentioned that we did an audit before the migration, and if you would go to our website, down in the bottom, you can see partners, and it says audit. If you click on it, you can see the full audit was done, and with a very high score. So whoever is screen sharing can pull this up actually, and just quickly scroll it down. Also, another probably safety trigger is that we have locked the liquidity. We have logged 100% of the liquidity, and that was done for 6 months. So many projects locking it for just a couple days or a couple of weeks. So we've done it for 6 months ASAP after the migration was done.
Yeah, right. Like this sounds really good, guys. I'm touching this question like in all the AMAs, and it is because like projects tend to hire also externally, and especially the dev team. What are your security measures to deal with external bots, especially internal threats? That means, like, how are you familiar with the dev team, and that there's like no malicious misconduct that can happen?
So when it comes to the biggest threats, like you just mentioned, like security, the biggest security threats, it's only me and Fizz who are managing the whole things. So when it comes to the contract, no one actually has access except us, and this is why we did KYC with the spy wolf with before doing the audit. So we have done KYC with them, and we've been fully audited, and they know, and they're 100% sure that there's only owners who are dealing and interacting with the contract. So when I mentioned that a well-known developer helped us to migrate, so he only guide us how to sort out our contract and make it safe, so then we can pass the audit with a high score, and we don't have like high risk alerts. And when it comes to like migrating and similar things, we're not fresh, like some kind of freshies. We know what we're doing. So we have been burned in the past with having like outsourced developer which really messed the things over. So since that day, we never letting anyone touch the contract. So it's only us, the owners, who can manage that. So that's another a high I think security trigger.
Right. Awesome. Guys, it is kind of tough times in the market, and we know that the space is very choppy for a lot of projects, but also for like the real world companies. We need to deal well with the budget, and especially have a good revenue model behind the project. So, what is the revenue model behind Squid Zoo that brings the users, therefore holders, the appreciation to their holdings?
So you were asking about what kind of marketing funds we've got for this.
Let's say like what brings the revenue outside of the product. So it could be like rewards, could be like NFTs and some kind of perks for the holders, so what brings you the value out of your holdings?
So mainly, it's just because you're, if you're a smart investor, you will definitely go and do your own research and make sure that first thing the project is safe, and the second thing you will gonna check probably the roadmap. And the first thing what I would do, I would see if the roadmap is at least logical and if it's achievable. Like other projects does the roadmap, and they say that on the second month they will do certain things, but then you go and check that the liquidity is locked only for a month. So why liquidity is locked for a month if if they're saying that after 1.5 months they do certain things, that doesn't even
Right.
make sense. So that was one of the reasons that we're trying to show people that we are here for the long run. And don't forget, guys, that Squid Game is not coming out this year. Squid Game is coming out only next year, and this is why it's so early, to come and join. I'm not like saying literally APR life savings in our project, but first thing what you should do, you should come to our group, make sure what we're doing there, read announcements. We've got plenty of them. We're making sure that in an announcements group, the things are well sorted, so it's not a mess. And then you have to check the audits and stuff like that. Make sure that it's safe. And because the project is long run, you're planning to make some profits. Yeah, same like when you're investing in a company, like by holding shares, you're not getting anything, but that's the end, the whole point of the investments. So for now, we're looking, for investors who are willing to hold for longer run. So like I said, the Squid Game season 2 is coming out only next year, but the best thing about it, that because the season 2 is coming out only next year, they're gonna start advertising it, way ahead. So that will give us a big spotlight. And what we're trying to achieve on top of that, that's why we're trying to partner with Squid Game or with Netflix, that they will that they will post like we are called Squid Game 2.0. So we want them to use that as well. Squid Game 2.0 on their posters as their season 2 announcements.
Right. Let's move to last question. Just because you guys had a few AMAs today, and I know you must be tired, so I don't want to make this lengthy, but this is like my favorite questions, and I'm asking that every time. So let's think about that. Try to sell me the Squid Game 2. So what makes your product unique, and why should I hold a bit of a Squid Game token?
So the main concept I just explained, that in my opinion that's a really good investment, because the Squid Game was such a big show which went viral. So this is why we came up with the idea to actually launch it, because because it went, it was the biggest show Netflix, ever had. It had such a massive popularity. So this is why we know that Netflix itself gonna do an insanely big marketing campaign to market the season 2, because when they had like a first season so successful, they cannot let go that that the hype. So we're gonna roll together with that hype, and in the meantime, this is why we're thinking about game development. So it won't be only just for investors, but we're gonna attract gamers as well. So with play to earn game, and so let's just imagine mixing Squid Game's name, which already is viral now, and with season 2 coming closer, to the release date, will become viral once again globally. Then combine a play turn game, which brings gamers, and that gives an insanely good hit in our opinion.
Great. So this was my last question. We will move shortly to the community answer section. So guys, be sure to raise your hands if you got anything to ask for. And as every AMA, I say that if there's gonna be a questions that is not unique and related to project, you guys have a full right to refuse to answer, because I don't like that, and I've seen it many times in the AMAs we have. So if the question will be not related and not unique, you can just refuse. So there is a crypto lord GG soldiers raising the hand, so I'm allowing you to speak. Hello. You should be able to talk now, crypto lord GG soldiers from Columbus Champs. If he's not responding, then let's pick another question, and that is from Dame That's Hot. This guy seems like he's from your community. So hello, you can speak now.
Hi, so my question is that so if you are so our name is like Squid Game 2.0, right? So there will be definitely some connections with the original. So Netflix is a very big, and again a partnership, especially a crypto partnership with them, would be very unique. And you guys mentioned before, like you would do things to get approach to the producers. So how would you guys do that, and what is your proposal if you have their attention?
Yeah, so one of the options, we're gonna start rolling tonight. So we're gonna tweet out about it. We're gonna let our community, help us on, pushing our post as high as possible. As you know, on Twitter, if you use certain hashtags and the post is kind of active, it can get trending on Twitter. So tonight we're gonna try and do that. Also, we gonna contact directly to Netflix Korea, and Squid Game. So that will be our first approaches. And we've got the funds, we've got the marketing funds in the marketing wallet, plus we've got plenty of our own funds, which was used in the beginning of the project, and we don't mind using them to push this project to the next level. And when it comes to partnerships big as, let's say, Squid Game itself or Netflix, we don't mind using the team, the whole team agrees to even use our own funds to pull out the partnership.
Great. So if that was a convenient answer, we will handle the word to another community member. All right, seems all good. So, Media Keter, you are raising your hand for a while, so I'm allowing you to speak. Hello, can you speak? Here.
So, hi guys, nice to meet you all.
Hello.
Yeah. So, my question is kind of simple and is regarding the play to earn game. So, when I went through the white paper, the play to earn game just seemed simple as regarding the swiping and getting a match, and if it's not a match, you not earn. If it's a match or something like that, you earn. So, I just want to ask regarding any further developments on the game. Maybe in the future, do you have any plans to, let's say, develop the game and add other incentives in order to improve it or upgrade it, and in that process attracts more or better investors or players to the game?
Yeah, so as I spoke, during the MA regarding the game, we're focusing on, something better, something, much bigger than just random play turn game. And this is like only V2 white paper, and it's definitely gonna be updated. So the play turn game, which is mentioned actually in our white paper, that will be just a mini game which we're planning to release shortly, maybe in the end of the week, on our website, just to give something, for the community. But that's not like what is mentioned in a white paper, that play turn game. It's not our main focus.
Great. Was
Okay,
the
thank you
answer?
very much for the answer. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thanks for your question, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for asking as well. And this is gonna be the last question, and it is from the Arzukut. I'm allowing you to speak right now, and you should be able to do by now. Hello, can you hear us, Arzukut? All right. So yeah, great.
I think he's talking. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you here, mate?
Yeah, we can hear.
So my question very simple. That's it. What is the main priority of the project in the future? That's it.
What is the main priority? That was your question.
Can you speak one more?
Maybe just repeat the question, please. We couldn't hear clearly.
Yeah, I heard something about priority, but I
Yeah,
wasn't sure.
but didn't quote it up.
My question is, what are the main priority of the project in the future?
Yeah, so the main priority for the project to release a AAA play turn game, a super insanely nice NFT collection, and the main focus since the beginning until now is to do partnership with Squid Game itself, and to become, an official Squid Games token.
One more thing I want to ask. That's it. Do you have the plan to building the project multiple blockchain?
I didn't quote it really. So maybe once again, repeat, please.
Do you have the plan develop the project with the multiple blockchain network?
Oh
You
yeah,
mean like
so
a cross chain, or
yeah, so
yeah?
the
Yes,
cross
yes,
chain is in
blockchain.
plans. If you watch our roadmap, and it's gonna be implemented soon. At the minute, we already have a multi-chain swap on our website. So if you go on our website, you can swap tokens with different crypto, currencies from different chains. So you can buy it from ETH or Matic.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank
So
you, man.
thank you for asking. And this is like a last question I'm gonna read just because it caught my attention, and it is kind of a picky one. So it is from Alejandro, and he asked, "Is Squid 2 popular and we will see, or will we see the new Squid 3.0 in the future? What things we can see on them?
Well, the Squid Game is I wouldn't say it's popular. It became viral like across the globe, and our project is Squid 2.0, but we already spoke with the team regarding that. And if we will get the partnership with Squid Game, so we will gonna roll out, with the same project. We would never, release another project if the season 3 would be confirmed. We would just, migrate everything, and we would call it Squid Game Official. So, the holders would stay the same, the token would stay still the same, the market cap would stay the same. I hope that answers your question, Alejandro.
Great, Hafsan. So this is for the main part for the official recording, and before we will move to the spin part and picking the rewards, guys from the team, thank you that you joined us today. It was an exciting AMA to hear about the Squid 2. Guys, this is your chance to say last words to the community, goodbye, and after you are done, you are free to go. We will stop the official recording and move to another part.
Okay, guys, so because the Squid Game is so big, it's so viral, and it's becoming more viral once again, not in Korea, not in Europe, but across the globe. So this is your chance to join in super early, to join our community. And I wouldn't even call it community. We already have a whole Squid army, which does insanely crazy things. We've got so many people in a community creating memes, artworks, creating raids, tweets. So this Squid army is insane. If you don't like, our token, I would suggest you just to join our community to see how our community is big and strong. Thank you guys for having us this opportunity, to join your hub.
Great. So thank you again for the team. Have a great rest of the Tuesday. I'm stopping the official recording, and we will move toward the spin part. So, and then the recording now. You're free to go, guys.